so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're joining me from. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greeting according to your time zone. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I upload a video. You can be among the first to receive it. Then go to the comment section at all times. Leave your comment, drop your contribution. If you have suggestions, make it out there. If you have any criticism, put it down on the comment section. It will make us to get better, presenting you a better program. Thank you so much.
Forthcoming sit at home, 29th and 30th. And on the eve of that 29th is a curfew. Eve of 29th is a curfew. That is 28 nights. It's a curfew until the following morning. And remember, in that very sit at home of 29th, every government offices, it doesn't matter where they are, every one of them should be under lockdown. Because we are not part of this evil government that they want to install. They didn't install it for themselves. We have no problem with them putting it in the Abuja. It is their business. It is them. But for us, we are not part of it. And we don't be the same way we boycotted their election. The same way we removed ourselves from the election, the same way. Let anybody who wants to govern go and govern with them. They cannot have any governance in Biafra land. It will not happen. Their offices will not operate in Biafra land. Excuse me. So every one of us should stand firm and stand strong. Don't allow anybody to distract you or deceive you. Deception will come. Distraction will come. But do not allow them to deceive you. We must continue to focus on that which is right. We must continue to be consistent in our demand. We must be consistent in our demands at all times. Biafra is what we want and nothing else. Anybody that is looking for something else, if you're seeking for any kind of favor from any man or woman, that is your own personal issue. It doesn't have anything to do with Biafra. For Biafran people, our first priority is to get Mazi Nnamdi out and then have our nation, raise our flag. And that flag will be raised. It doesn't matter whether you support it or you don't support it, whether you agree or you don't agree. It doesn't really matter to us. What matters to us is that Biafra is going to be a reality in a short while. We will make sure that the state of Biafra come to existence. And I thank Chukwu Abiyama for our spokesperson, Mazi, for his courage to make that move of establishing Biafra government in exile. I'm so happy with that. And today, when you speak about Biafra, you speak about Biafra with your head lifted high. You will speak about Biafra with your head lifted high. No man can take that away from you. No woman can take that away from you. Nobody can tell you otherwise. Biafra is our home. Biafra is our nation. Biafra is our country. Biafra is existing and will continue to exist. You cannot take away that area from us. No matter how you try, you will always fail. Just like you failed in 1967, you will fail again. But I tell you this time, this is the last time you engage Biafrans. This time is the last time you engage Biafrans. We are going to take our land back by all means possible. No matter what propaganda you bring, no matter the attack you bring, no matter the blackmail you bring, no matter your strategy, we are going to stand firm and stand strong until we get our country back. That is a reality that you must have to take. Whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or you don't believe it, Biafra will come. Whether you support it or you don't support it, Biafra will come. This is a mandate from Chukwu Abiyama. And for those of you who think that the best thing they can do for themselves is to continue to be a distraction to the coming of Biafra, you think that you have volunteered yourself to be an instrument to delay the coming of Biafra. I am sorry. I'm sorry for you because you don't know what you are doing. I'm sorry for you because you don't know what you are doing. That thing you are engaging in is going to haunt you for the rest of your life. That thing you are engaging in you are not going to succeed, and your attitude will haunt you for the rest of your life. Because obvious, when you see all these people that are attacking Mazi, obviously you see that they have no plans whatsoever. They have nothing to offer. How can you be telling me that Mazi Simon Ekpa is not the right person, he's not doing the right thing? What are you doing on your own? Why don't you first of all start doing something? Just start doing something on your own. Then when Biafrans see what you are doing, when Biafrans see what, you don't need to tell Biafrans to follow you. You don't need to. When Biafrans sees that you are now doing the right thing, or maybe you are performing better than the new Prime Minister of Biafra government in exile, you don't need to beg them. They are going to turn towards you. That is how Biafrans are structured. That is one thing I love Biafrans for. Once you prove yourself genuine, Biafrans will follow you. But you have to equip yourself and be equal to the task. Because Biafran people, it's not easy to convince a Biafran. More especially the Igbo Biafrans. It is not easy to convince an Igbo Biafra to follow you. For you to convince an Igbo Biafra to follow you or support you, you must have to go extra mile. And once they start their support, they don't look back. Once they engage in their support, they don't look back. You know what Mazi Nnamdi went through before he got to the stage he is? Mazi Nnamdi went through hell in the hand of the same Biafran people, his close allies. But he never wavered. He continued to fight until this moment. Until Biafrans turn their way and begin to... Today, there is no person in Biafra land today that is not speaking positive about Mazi Nnamdi, except the devil himself. There is nobody that is not speaking positive about Mazi Nnamdi. Even some of them who hate him, at a point in time, they will tell you, yes, he's fighting for the right thing. He was right. At a point, they will always say that Mazi Nnamdi was always right. But today, the restoration of Biafra have taken a new dimension. You either embrace it or you forget it. Embrace the new dimension. If genuinely you want Biafra, embrace the new dimension. That's all you got to do. If you don't want to embrace it, then forge your own direction and pursue it. But for you to be preaching against the new dimension, you are wasting your time, because the new dimension have come to stay. And when you see the speed of the growth, you will know that it's not for a joke. When you see the speed at which the Biafran government in exile is growing, your jealousy will only kill you. It will only make you to be happy on restless mind. It is better you calm down. Better you calm down. Calm down and learn. Put your head down. Repent from your sin. Follow the right path. Even if you do not want to follow Mazi Simon Ekpa because of one thing or the other, stop attacking him. Follow your own direction. Create your own means and follow it. If you bring Biafra before us, I strongly believe in that word. I love that word so much. If you bring Biafra before us, we meet you in Biafra land. If we bring Biafra before you, we still meet in Biafra land. And then the Biafran court will decide on our attitudes in the course of pursuing Biafra. Video doesn't lie. Internet doesn't forget. That is one good thing. And that is why when I see people doing some certain things they do, and I laugh. You can't delete those videos. Even when you delete those videos, we are storing it for you. For every single video you have made, they will always be there. They will always be there. As long as you switch on your camera and you start to talk, just as I'm talking now, everything I say will remain. Even if I delete it, some people are keeping a record of it. And the time will come when your video will be played before you, maybe in the law court, and you will see and hear what you have done against your own people. You see why you must be mindful of what you do. If you sincerely believe in Biafra, except you think that Biafra is not going to come, but your thinking doesn't mean that it's not going to come. So I'm just giving you an expo. For those of you who think that Biafra is not going, it is going to come. And we are working hard to make sure. You had our spokesperson, to make sure that it comes this year. To make sure they come this year. So if you think it's that Biafra is going to come, and for every video you are making, it will stand before you. All you need to do is to play it out for you. And you will see how far you have hindered Biafra. You see how far you have committed treason against Biafra people. You see your treasonable offense before your own very eyes. You will pronounce your own sentence by your own, through your own video. Biafra is not going to be like Zoo. Biafra is not going to be like Zoo. Biafra, we are going to live as a lawful nation. A place where law and order will be established. For everything you do, you have a penalty for it. If you do good, you have your reward. You do bad, you have your reward. The innocent will not be persecuted in the Biafra land. We are not going to persecute the innocent. If the court says you are innocent, automatically you are innocent. You are discharged and acquitted. We can't be like the Zoo, where an innocent man is being held captive in the DSS for more than 2 years. An innocent citizen who has not committed any offense, who was kidnapped. Even in the midst of the kidnap, the international communities have said, let him go. United Nations have weighed in and say, free him. He's an innocent man. Still, they are adamant because their masters, those who connive to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, are the same people in the United Nations. Even when they are making the statement, they are doing a different thing out there. At the other time, they are making a statement and they are doing a different thing. If not that they are the people who are kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you don't just, United Nations can just offer a statement and the country violate that statement and they keep silent and relax. You gave an ultimatum and yet the ultimatum expired and nobody cares about it. And nobody is talking about it. And all these nations are still having bilateral relationship with Nigeria. They are still talking with them. They are still pretending as if they don't know what is happening. But it cannot be for too long. We know that the freedom of our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is in our hand. And we are going to bring him out. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out to the flag of Biafra. That is why we are on a high speed. We don't care what you want to say or what you want to do. Your blackmail propaganda will only propel us further. It will only catapult us far, far ahead. Just like the adage in Igbo land that now we're excursion came at the end. When you kick frog, all you'd help the frog to do is just to escort him to get to the destination faster. And that is what is happening. I have always said it in my broadcast that every negative thing you do against Biafran people will turn out to be positive. All things we work for our own good. Every element on the planet Earth will work for our own good. Every of your actions will turn out for your own good. Every of your causes will be good for us. Whatever thing you do against Biafra will turn out to be positive before you know it. Today we have gotten a free advertisement. Advertisement that even our spokesperson, Mazi, was not ready to make. Today we have seen people have taken up the challenge of advertising Biafra government in exile. And they are very serious, advertising us on different fronts, on different angles, on different corners. They are giving us advice, right, left, and center. And there is nothing anybody can do about that. There's nothing anybody can do about that. Because Chukwu Okike Abiama lives. Chukwu Okike Abiama gave the mandate. So whether you like it or not, whether you support it or not, it doesn't matter. What matters to us is the person that told us to move ahead. Chukwu Okike Abiama is standing with us, working with us, leading us to victory. And we owe nobody any apology. We owe no man or woman any apology anywhere. Because we are pursuing that which is right. The freedom of our own people. making sure that we get to the promised land as soon as possible, because we cannot continue to condone the evil that is happening in the contraction called Nigeria. We have lost a lot of people. A lot of life have been wasted, and we cannot continue on that path. We cannot continue. We have begged, we have cried, we have complained, we have written letters, we have written applications, we have done so many things. Yet, everything remained the same. And today, we have taken a different dimension. And in this new dimension, we are bringing Biafra all the way from abroad down to Biafra land. That is why it became necessary that everything that needs to be activated has to be activated. That is where we are. And I remind you, Biafra government in exile is one of the things that we must do before declaration. One of the things we must do before the main declaration. I can call it a partial declaration. The announcement of Biafra government in exile is a partial declaration of Biafra. Today, nobody can tell you that Biafra is dead. All you need to do is to refer him to Biafra government in exile. If you want to know if Biafra is alive, let him face them. Somebody cannot. You don't need. Somebody don't need to engage in such debate. Oh, Biafra is dead. Biafra is no more. Biafra. They say that Biafra died 57 years ago. Today, those idiots cannot boldly raise up their head and say that in public. Because when you say that in public today, people will look at you as somebody who is insane, somebody who is unread. Anybody that opens his or her mouth today to say Biafra is dead will be looked at as a foolish person before the whole world. Because the world knows that Biafra is not dead. Even if it has been silent for all this while, now it has resurrected fully. With the declaration of Biafra government in exile, and with the Prime Minister, Mazi, the spokesperson of Biafra. We are going home. We have begged, we have cried, we have complained, we have done so many things to make the world see reason. And they have refused. Now we are taking a different dimension. And we have intensified the move. Our spokesman, Mazi, is engaging, our Prime Minister engaging on several diplomatic missions today, having meetings upon meetings on daily basis. Those he speaks about, those he didn't speak about. And when he goes on the ground to do so many things, he brings it for us to see. And we see them. Every one of us should be praying for Mazi Samaneba, for his divine protection, for divine strength, for divine wisdom. Continue to pray for Mazi Samaneba and ask God to increase his wisdom. Give him 2,000 men wisdom, not just 1,000 men. He is doing a great job. This is somebody who has given out his own life for you and I. He had decided to take every insult because of you and I. Just like Nnamdi Kanu did. Today, Nnamdi Kanu is languishing in jail because of you and I. Nnamdi Kanu is being persecuted because of you and I. If it was because of himself, he wouldn't be there. If it were to be for his own personal interest, he wouldn't be there. He will be outside and will be enjoying himself and be as rich as he wants to be. But for the fact that he wants you to have a better life, he sacrificed his own life. Today we have another leader. We have a Prime Minister who is willing also to sacrifice his own life, put everything on the line, his career, his everything, put on the line, to make sure that Biafra moves forward. And I tell you, Chukwu Okikabiyama will reward him and continue to protect him. No weapon of the enemy shall penetrate him. They are just wasting their time. The more you attack him, the more you go down. The more you attack him, the more you make a show of shame. Just like the recent video we saw. That was a total show of shame. When you go to cover that building, you ended up improving our spokesperson, Mazi Samanekpa, innocent, sincere, and courageous. You prove to the Biafra people that what he says is what he's doing. That is the proof. You prove to the Biafra people that everything that Mazi Samanekpa said, we are facts. The building is there, the address is correct, under renovation, the place is still empty, they have not moved in. The same thing he had just said, nothing. Just wait. Just as Mazi Simon said, wait. After 2 months, go back. Don't fail to come back. Do not fail to come back after 2 months. Then cover the same video and tell them, oh, yes, now they have moved in. Yes, now the Biafran government in Israel have resumed operation. Don't fail to do that. Of course, your evil heart will not allow you. Even though where you are now, you'll be wishing that one thing or the other will happen to you. You'll be wishing one evil or the other against the office. But I tell you, Chukwu Okikabia might have his own way of doing things, and he protects his own. No matter your blackmail, your propaganda, your plans, it will not stand. Only that Chukwu Okikabia said will stand. And Chukwu Okikabia have said, this is our year of freedom. No man can stop it. Any move that has to be made will be made. Any door that needs to be kept open will be kept open. May Chukwu Okikabia continue to guide and protect every one of us who has been patient to be with me on this broadcast up to this minute. I say, may Chukwu Okikabia guide and protect you. We are going to continue to make this information clear to everybody. Please, wherever you are, continue to engage in the civil disobedience that we have agreed on. The Monday sit at home continues until Mazi Nnamdi is free. Remember, on 29th of May is a total lockdown in Biafra land. 30th, our Heroes Day, total lockdown. So get yourself prepared. Get yourself ready. And 28th of May, night, will be a curfew till the following morning. We are not going to be part of anything they called inauguration of the Fulani Caliphate in Nigeria. We will not accept that. Biafrans will not be part of it. And we are going to show the world that we mean what we are saying. Through that sit at home, 29th and 30th. Prepare yourself for that time. And may Chukwu Okikabia give you strength and power to listen to the right person. The only right person for you to listen to now and get right information is our spokesperson. The new Prime Minister of the Biafra government in exile, Mazi Simon. Only him has the key as he stands today. That is the only man you should listen to. Pay attention to every single word he says. Listen to it and verify. Ask questions. If you have questions, feel free to ask your question. Be responsible in your question. Ask your question and wait for an answer. Don't just go on and begin to push information that are wrong. If you want to make verification on your own side before you come out to speak, and mind the people you listen to, mind where you're getting your information from. These are the dangers of the today that you're going to see. Stay away from these dangers. Pushing false information, blackmail upon our spokesperson. It is a very bad move, a dangerous thing that will backfire on you, whoever you are. Whoever you are, engaging on blackmail and propaganda against the new Prime Minister of Biafra government in exile. And you are a Biafran, mainly you are a Biafran, and you are engaging in such. I'm sorry for you. You don't know what is coming. You don't know what is coming. And I pity you when what is coming will fall on you. You will have no place to cry to. You will have nobody to cry to. When what will come upon you, you will have nobody to cry to. And it's going to happen. May Chukwu Okikabia continue to guide and protect every Biafran all over the world where we are. The Biafran people, the Dudu people, the Middle Belters. May Chukwu Okikabia guide and protect every one of us. May Chukwu Okikabia guide and protect the ESN. May Chukwu Okikabia guide and protect the Liberation Army on the ground. May Chukwu Okikabia guide and protect all the forces that are fighting for Biafra on the ground, the BNL and every other group that have risen up to fight genuinely for the Biafran people. May Chukwu Okikabia continue to guide and protect every one of you. May Chukwu Okikabia guide and protect all our media warriors. Guide and protect all our Umuada. Guide and protect Honorable Azoka. Every one of them that is genuinely fighting for this cause of Biafra. May Chukwu Okikabia guide and protect every one of us, secure us and give us victory. May Chukwu Okikabia guide and protect our spokesperson, the new Prime Minister of Biafra government in exile, Mazi Simon. May Chukwu Okikabia continue to guide and protect him, secure him, give him more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Continue to give him strength. Continue to give him more courage. Continue to give him more excellent wisdom Protect him in the open and in the secret. Protect him spiritually and physically. No weapon formed or fashioned against him shall prosper. May Chukwu Okike protect our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wherever he is. We commit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the hand of Chukwu Okike for divine protection, for divine victory, for divine security. No power of the evil shall have power over Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No weapon formed or fashioned against the Biafran people shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our spokesperson, the new Prime Minister of the Biafra government in exile, shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. Thank you so much for watching me. Thank you so much for being on the broadcast. I appreciate everyone that have been patient to join us for this evening. I will see you again tomorrow by the special grace of Chukwu Okike. Thank you so much and stay blessed.